Welcome to episode 10 of I Love Hockey. It's Chris Sorella here, the big dog, and
Pretzel. So sitting here nice warm in Brisbane. Oh, actually next to you in the cafe.
absolutely right. Well, I'm here in Perth. It is a beautiful virtual cafe. It's close enough. How
That's
is it
for the
over there?
people
How
watching the
hot is
video,
it?
by the way.
How hot is it over there?
We've had a couple of stinkers, so it's been up around the high 30s in the last couple of days, so it's been good. Pool's been used well.
Similar to us. We ticked over a 39 today, and it was a 40 yesterday. So
yeah,
it's hot.
Very much the same. Just about as hot as a pitch in India with this final coming up.
Unreal, isn't it? So,
yeah.
Quick debrief, I suppose, of the semi. Shall we touch that quickly?
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
First game was Australia Germany.
Yeah,
what was your feeling on it?
Well, look, I messaged you with about 3 minutes to go, I think, and I said that's my scoreline. Let's see if the boys can close it out. And then 30 seconds later, it all changed, and 6 seconds before the end, it all changed again. And I don't know what Robin Arkell's doing over there, but they've got those last. I think I messaged you and I said in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the last two games, they've scored about the same amount of goals.
Yeah. So last quarter they hit 3, which is pretty good. 3-1. Yeah. So exciting last quarter for those that didn't catch it. Worth watching.
One for the history books as well.
Yeah, no, Germany always good at that. They're good under pressure. They just keep staying to their game plan. They keep shifting the ball well, and they keep wanting the design. They keep driving, and they're pretty good technically. So they shift the ball, and that, as we've said, that comes back down to the indoor style.
Yeah,
and they keep making chances, so you can't switch off.
No, and they're patient and patient and they're patient. You could actually hear the commentators say they're literally saying, wait, hold, go back the other way. Mm-hmm. And then I believe there was a card in there that also...
It was. So just a sort of a breaking tackle, I think it was, from Tom Craig.
Yeah.
So, 3-3, was it 13 seconds to go?
Yeah.
Just outside the 25, which meant you could pass directly in, but they didn't. They passed out to Gonzalo, left half. Yep. He drove the baseline, and obviously he did flick a hat trick, so he has got quite a hard push pass.
Yeah,
zinged it across, mistrapped or just rolled off Jeremy Hayward's stick between him and Dawson.
Yep.
And then was put in on the back post by Welland, number 9, who I think, for me, I said he would sort of start changing the game. I sat here in the Perth Hockey Stadium with the under-21s national WA boys after they played in Malaysia, and just kind of worked it through and said how good he was. And then he made numerous runs to crack corners and, back post.
He started to assert his dominance.
Absolutely. Cherry pick, but that's where you put him in, right? That's where, he gets celebrated and gets his 25,000 rupees.
Yeah.
The best player of the field.
Yeah.
And scoring the magical winning goal.
Yeah. It was one of those ones. I think you said it. They've just gone to show in the last few games how difficult they are to. You just can't give them a moment at all. They'll punish you for it.
No, that's right. We did discuss a few holes in Australia over the last couple of podcasts. So for those that want to go back and have a review and see if we were right, I think I called Germany to win. I don't know if
you did. Yeah, I had a 3-2 scoreline to Australia, but then you said Germany would win. But we both agreed that it'd be whether they could close it out, and it would come down to that last part of the last quarter.
Yep. So. Like, it was pretty good. 2-2. Blake Govers flicks a pretty good goal with that 3.5 minutes to go, and then it seemed like that last 3.5 minutes was equivalent to the full game, an hour long. So worth the rewatch. A lot of great learnings for players, coaches, and talk about performing under pressure. That's what I love, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to learn in that. even in the last 3 minutes of that game, just the ability to move the ball with depth at speed, and having patience over it as well. So,
No, definitely. And I think looking at the second semi-final, Holland versus Belgium.
yeah, well, I got my shootout.
You got your shootout, yeah. I agree with you. I thought it was going to shootouts, and I said Belgium would win.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's just there was that first shootout that was an issue, but
yeah,
Holland were 2-0 up.
yeah,
So that elusive 2-0 score line that everyone talks about not being safe,
yeah,
you then got to keep piling on. And similar to the Australian match, when there was
yeah,
a lot of pressure, I didn't see too many guys kind of step up and want the ball. And Belgium then sort of rode the energy train, and the momentum swung their way,
yeah,
and they just kept coming and coming and coming, and hit that second goal, and they could have had another one right there at the end to make it 3-2.
yeah,
I believe Pim didn't he save a stroke?
yeah. No.
So there you go.
If you look at some
It's
stats, I gotta go to the statistician, and I think that's 6 games now this tournament that a 2-0 scoreline has been pegged back and it's been swung the other way.
yep, absolutely. Well, when you do hit a goal, you get that sniff of a chance, and then all of a sudden you hit another one. All of a sudden, all your pains, your aches, your thought patterns,
Yeah,
everything goes back to getting the ball, making the next chance,
yeah,
and then on the flip side, you're then worried, oh, are they going to score again? Are we still in the game? What's the clock doing? So
yeah,
a lot of people get caught up with all the external factors. So yeah, really interesting for it to go to shootouts. 2-2. Van Ash, shout out to him. We've had a few good battles and shootouts over the years. He's
yeah,
pretty good. He steps out, he covers the line and cuts the line pretty well. We might walk through a few of those in our whiteboard sessions.
yeah.
But
Good idea.
you know, they're into their back-to-back chance of winning the World Cup, which is what you were wanting to happen,
Yeah,
and myself as well. I think that'd be a good opportunity for
yeah,
them and Belgium hockey to keep growing.
yeah. No, yeah, I agree. And obviously, like you said, the way he came out and it almost attacked defensively on those shootouts is something to really look at moving forward. But also, from a striker's point of view, like you talk about having be able to have the vision to be able to work out what's happening is going to be vital. So we'll touch on that more in some of those whiteboard sessions. I think be
Definitely.
very important.
Absolutely, mate. Well, on to today's matches.
Yeah,
First game, we've got this bronze medal match, which I think a lot of people would like that to have been the gold medal match, I think. Follow the one that
yeah,
we played in 2014.
yeah. Your thoughts?
I think it's going to be, again, pretty tight. I think the
Yeah,
Dutch are moving the ball pretty well. There's a lot of good young guys that'll really take the game on.
yeah,
Again, they're really fast through the midfield and up front. They break hard. Yip Janssen's flicking a pretty good ball. And defensively, you saw how well Brand ran
yeah,
during that game. So I think it's going to be end to end. I think, excuse me, I think
yeah,
that see someone like, as the old Indian saying, someone's talking about you when you start seeing. I think the score will be a 3-2,
yeah.
or I wouldn't even mind seeing a 3-3 in shootouts and see Australia win.
Yeah. I'd like to see Australia win. I think uh, a shootout. It will be interesting. I think, like we've discussed before, there's a few holes there in that defence. If they've picked that up and closed that off from the last couple of games, I think they might hold on without having to go through that.
Yep.
But the way the Dutch have played recently as well, I think it's going to be a cracker of a match for sure. But shootouts and like you just said, shootouts Australia. I think that's my prediction, and then we'll
Yep.
move on to the big one.
The big dance, absolutely. World Cup final. For those that are listening, it only happens every 4 years, or in this case, 5 years. But it's 16 teams playing the World Cup, all for this one opportunity.
Yeah,
And I think it's going to be tight again. It's going to be a huge arm wrestle. It's going to be a lot of midfield and defence play, and they'll shift the ball around the back. I still think Germany have a pretty good strike line, which we haven't seen enough of yet.
Yeah.
But I think you'll see a huge midfield battle. I can't imagine too many goals are scored, although I'm really happy if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be like a 2-1, if not a 1-1 shootout.
I think it's going to be a low.
If it goes to shootouts, it's going to go deep. So I think we'll look at like 8 or 9 each.
Yeah.
And Germany are really good, obviously indoor, being able to turn and flick and so forth. Belgium are pretty sharp, and they've got Van Ash in the net. So
yeah,
it's gonna be tight both ways. But I'm gonna pencil in Germany, which has changed from what I've gone, because I know you're going to go Belgium. So let's keep it interesting for the listeners.
yeah. No, yeah, I'll swing Belgium's way. Yeah, I think again it was interesting to actually see them come back from behind in the last one, and build, like you said, build that momentum train and just be patient as well. So, yeah, that movement through the middle, and I think a big one will be the ability to create those opportunities to get into the circle and convert them is going to be crucial. I don't actually think you'll get too many, so it'll be down to be able to convert those as best as possible. I think 2-2 shootouts and then Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think early on you'll find it will be. I think those goals will come late. I don't think you'll be seeing them.
Won't open up. It'll be an arm wrestle for a fair bit of, and that's why I think a lot of people would prefer to see the bronze medal match as a gold medal match, because I think it's going to be a lot more open. It's going to be end to end. It's going to be short and sharp, a lot of hard running versus Belgium, German, bit more tactical, bit more technical, and less opportunities, I think.
Yeah, and I know we had Robin Arkell on in episode 3 for those of you who are listening in for the first time. He was the strength and conditioning coach for the Indian team when they won the bronze medal. He started working with them back in 2017, and then more recently went over and did some work with the German Sevens in rugby, and now is the strength and conditioning coach for the German team, and he has them peaking for the right time and obviously playing right through past that final whistle in terms of their physical conditioning. So we'll have to get him back on and
we'll get him
uncover some more secrets.
We might even try to get Gonzalo.
Yeah.
So we know him, and let's get him on. He flicked a pretty good hat trick. He'd be pretty excited to talk about that.
Yeah.
Previous to his last World Cup when we played them in Holland. So, yep, I think let's get a few of those, and I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 Belgium guys love to jump on.
Yeah,
we'll just sit on the winning fence, and then and then pick one of those.
Yeah. Oh, we can always go the other way as well.
Absolutely, agree.
Nothing's stopping us. All right, so we'll lock ourselves in for a good night tonight. Big game.
Absolutely. Well, for me here in WA, it's still 37 degrees, 38 degrees. We've got Malaysia versus Western Australia.
Yep.
We've got the Consulate General of Malaysia coming down, so hence me having a run off.
Yep.
We've got dinner put on. They're going to watch the Australian match, and then some will stay around for the gold medal match. Well, I think they'll be pretty excited from the Australian Netherlands match.
Well, enjoy that evening. I'll be home right here, and with the game on, it'll go late into the night, I think, like you said. So might have to have a nap before or in between.
Well, I was going to say, you might just have a coffee behind you, mate, or a Periana.
Oh, yeah, freshly brewed.
Water up there.
That way.
That's it. Up there.
Yeah, you got it. All right, so that's a wrap for episode 10. Just a quick debrief and preview into the World Cup final. Chris, the big dog, has picked Germany after a shootout, long, deep shootout. No, I'm going the other way. I think Belgium, but again, a very interesting final to draw in the shootout. So we'll see what happens from that. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to subscribe, follow us on all our socials, stay up to date with the latest episodes and what we're up to with I Love Hockey. I'm Pretzel, and I'm with
I'm the big dog, and I look forward to you tuning in for our next episode.